I'm gonna start by saying Happy New Year! Even though today is technically actually New Year's Eve, but by the time you're seeing this, it's gonna be my first vlog of 2022. How good does that sound? Oh my goodness. I'm really excited for 2022. I have a few little big things happening, but more so because it's going to be my first full year as a parent, navigating working mum life, going through my surgery, doing all that sort of stuff, and I'm a little bit scared if I am honest, but anyway, it's super exciting nonetheless. So what better way to start my New Year vlog by finishing off the courtyard area. Now, if you have been following along my stories on Instagram, that's probably how you got here. Jacob and I'm gonna say I because I'm gonna look after them. Jacob and I inherited a bunch of beautiful plants from his nonna and nonno's estate. It's finally been sold since I passed away a few years ago, so they're kind of like liquidating everything. Everyone got to go take bits and pieces, but it was like a jungle of plants up there. So anyway, this is gonna be the reveal vlog for those, and then I'll show you like how I'm gonna sort of set them up. This little guy that's hiding right behind me that's like waiting for you to see him is just, I'm just gonna show you. It's like, it's not the punchline, it's fine, but I'm just gonna show you. Okay, look at this guy. Is this not the most beautiful snowy philodendron you have ever seen? Look at the shape of it. So Jacob's, excuse me if you can hear the boys yelling in the back, how rude. Anyway, Jacob's auntie had been looking after the estate, and she at the last minute when we were about to leave said, oh, I've got one more for you, and it was this guy. So I've bought a new pot for it. I'm going to show you the pots I've bought. Okay, if you know, you know. What a sassy little bitch. Peace lilies. So you should have seen the state of this thing when it got to me yesterday. Like, she couldn't have been angrier if she had have tried. So she was like all wilted and all hanging down, and I gave her the water of her life, and today she's actually like fluffed up a little bit. So I'm like, nice to meet you. Anyway, so I went today. I bought a bunch of new pots, so I'm going to show you because the color scheme kind of matches our courtyard. So there's like, I'll show you properly close up once I've repotted, but they're like a bit cream. They've got like black spots, gray lines, a little bit of white as well. So that'll kind of go because the courtyard floor is exposed aggregate. So it's a bit cream with lots of speckled rocks through it. So you can see with, oh my gosh, yeah, this is the bird's nest. Look at her. What a stunning thing. So this bird's nest plant, Jacob's nonna raised this from like a tiny little plant. So she would have bought it or been gifted it, and she's raised it into this massive, beautiful potted bird's nest. Like, she's just stunning. Look at all these new little babies. So I need to give all of these a good clean out because you can see there's heaps of like dead leaves that have fallen from the trees. This one I'm not going to repot because I actually really like the pot that it's in, so I'm gonna leave that one. These guys, these are all looking a little bit more sprightly today as well. They were just really hot from traveling yesterday, I think. They all got dropped off on the back of a truck. So same thing, I've bought pots for all of these three. Look at this. I don't even know what this is. It's not a string of pearls. It almost looks the same sort of shape as a chain of hearts, but it's completely different colored. So if you know what that is, please let me know. But this has obviously been growing for years, and then this little pot has sat in the top of it. So I actually bought a matching one. So these are the pots that I went with. How cute. So all three color schemes to match. So I bought this little one, and I thought I'm just gonna swap that out in the middle there to match. Anyway, so these plinths that these are on, these actually had like the David of Michelangelo statue and his wife. Jacob may have dropped his wife, like not as in me. Jacob may have dropped Mrs. David Michelangelo out of the boot of the car and smashed her into 3 pieces, but it's not for me to say, so whatever. Anyway, this frangipani we were gifted when we moved in, and it was just in a pot, and they said, get a stake because it's a bit wobbly. We replanted it. It had no leaves, no nothing on it. I leant it up against this wall and I was like, oh, I like you there because you've got your own channel, so the water will just go down. Once we put all white pebbles down between the fence, it'll just go there. And then I just came out one day and I don't know how I never noticed, but like, look at it, thriving. So you bet she's gonna stay there. And I'm hoping that this one will just keep like growing out and it will kind of grow around that pole. Yeah, I thought it would be annoying here, but as long as it doesn't kind of grow out towards a fence, I don't know, can kind of fit through. So anyway, I have a lot of work to do. We do have people coming over, so I'm not going to spend too much time today, but at least just get, I don't know, I think I'm going to have to save repotting that one for Jake to help me with. Maybe, I don't know, look, I might just give them all a big water today. I might just give everything a big water today, and then Jake's got 3 days off, so at least he'll be home to look after Artie a bit. I can come out in the morning and start, yeah, cleaning these babies up and sorting them out. They've been in a very like natural garden habitat, guess that's what you would say. Anyway, this is the grand scheme of our courtyard. So I'm kind of thinking, I mean, I don't know, we're gonna have like a shade sail put up here, which we've already got. So I'm just, I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to just like get them repotted and figure out where they need to go, because those 3 that were sitting on the floor that I bought new pots for, I'm pretty sure they need mostly shade and maybe like a corner. Those here, we're eventually going to get a table that kind of matches, and then like a bench seat that will go against that wall. That way we can push the table against it and then tuck the chairs in. But for now, I might just move those, especially while it's not been raining and stuff and we're in summer, put them here to face that way, and then all of the new pots can go against that wall. Hello. Look how happy she is today. Remember Sam it was like dying Sam yesterday? Was right. Yeah.
It just needed water.
She did. Peaceful is just so annoying for that. I wish you could do the same to me. I wish you could just water me and I would just be more sprightly.
I always water you. I shower you with my love.
Stop it. Anyway, I got this big pot to go with that one because it's pretty much the same size. And then I got these ones here because they're quite like bulby and they're sort of like similar size to those 2 end ones. And I figured this one here will probably be able to fit in there. If not, I'll cut it down. Propagating, that's the word I was looking for. Maybe I do that. I can propagate some of these, and if they take, I can then put them in little pots to go like around the house. But anyway, how much better does it look with plants? I saw a bird, I thought it was gonna get me. If you're a plant person and you know any of these plants and any special attention that they need, please message me and let me know, or comment, whatever, because like, I think I would die if I killed any of these specific plants, just knowing where they come from and how long they've been alive for. Yeah, it scares me. Anyway, okay, peace out. Good morning. What day is it today? No, what actual day is it?
It's
Sunday. Sunday. Ooh. Happy 2nd of the 2nd. No, that's a lie. I wish it was the 2nd of the 2nd, 2022, because then all of my friends' babies would be due that are due this year. Yep, that's right, more babies. Anyway, good morning. Happy January 2nd. I'm just chilling here with my little guys. Dad's getting some PlayStation time in, and I'm about to have my coffee and my hot cross buns. Yes, we are those people that as soon as we see them, we're like, well, they're available. Why wouldn't you buy them? It's like fruit mince pies. If you eat those, I guess, buy them as early as you can. What are we doing today? Today we are going out to Jacob's parents' house for lunch, so that'll be nice. Hopefully it's not too hot again today. Yesterday was so nice. Like, you will have seen by now that I did all of my repotting and planting, so it was so nice this morning, like waking up. I don't know if you can see from here. Let me focus. Walking past the window and seeing all these happy little plants. I was like, good morning, plants. And I just saw Jacob go. But that's mine and Artie's little thing. Every time we come out in the morning, we always say, good morning, house, good morning, toys. Don't we? Do you want to say hello? Ready? I don't have my tripod because it's getting a wash. Hello. Good morning, YouTube. Say, look at my cute pajamas. They were from Uncle Jack. What are you going to do today? Are you grunting? Are you pooping? Are you pooping on camera? Oh, we're keeping you awake, are we? Can you literally hear him grunting? Say happy dude. What is it? What is it? He's getting so big. It makes me so sad, but also so happy because... okay, let's talk about last night. So we struggled to get him down at his normal bedtime, which is anywhere between 7 and 7:30. So by the time we'd like got him dressed and had his bottle and stuff and initiated bedtime, it probably took until maybe like 8 before he actually put himself to sleep, and that was after we tried to resettle him a few times. But he fell asleep at 8:24. Well, not specifically, but that was what time I checked the monitor and saw that he was asleep. Fell asleep at 8:20 and woke up at 2:15 in the morning. 5 hours and 50 minutes. If I had have known he was going to sleep that long, I would have went to bed at 8:30. But that was good. We still got like a solid... Actually, we went to bed early, didn't we? We were in bed before 10 o'clock. So technically, we also got a solid 3 or 4 hours sleep. And then he woke up for a feed at 2:30 and then slept until 8 o'clock this morning when we woke him up. And it was really funny because at like 2:30 in the morning, I'd heard Jake get up a couple of times to like resettle him. Like, he wasn't crying, but he was making like his little like noises. So I'd given him his dummy and he was fine. And then I went to get up to go like that. I went to get up to go to the toilet and I turned the light on, and then Jacob was just like, did he cry? I was like, no. I said, but you've been up and down for the last like half an hour resettling him. I said, I just checked my phone. I said, he's been asleep for 5.5, almost 6 hours, and it's been 7.5 hours since a bottle. And then Jake goes, what's that noise? I'll insert the photo here because I took one. He was literally at the end of his cot and sideways. But it's so funny because we put him on his belly to sleep when he first goes to sleep. Then normally once he stirs himself maybe an hour or two later and wakes up, we flip him back over because he's not rolling properly yet. And normally once you roll him onto his back, he gets his sudden, like, it's awake time. He didn't even make a peep. Jake didn't even hear me get up and turn him over. So he just went straight back to sleep. Yeah, and even still when we got up to give him his bottle, like, I unzipped him out of his swaddle and I was like, I reckon we still could have left him. But I knew that if we didn't, we just kept getting up every half an hour to resettle him, because he'd be at the point where he's ready for a bottle but he's too tired to sook about it. So it was like, let's just give him a quick feed and go back to sleep. And then I'm glad we did. So he basically had almost 11 hours, which is awesome. And in true baby form, like, it's never going to be a solid 11 hours. And some people, their baby does do that, and that's completely fine. But ours likes to have a little bit of a top up during the night because it's a little chunker. But anyway, so we're going to have a breakfast and a coffee and chill out for a little bit until we go up to our in-laws for lunch. We're going to the beach. Let's go get a wave. That's all I know. No, but we're going to the beach. It's 5:15 on Sunday, and I have convinced the boys to go to the beach. So, we'll see you at the beach.
I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? Oh, we can make it for the world to see, 'cause now I know you'll be a part of me. I wanna share my hopes and dreams with you, but will I ever see you again? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there?
Listen, champ, I think you're talking to your man.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, see ya.
When I get there, will I see you when I get there? Will I see you when I get there? We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time, 'cause we made like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over now. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just.
That was so good. I'm so glad that we did this, because even though it was like 33 degrees when we left home, and then it dropped down to 24 when we got home, and it was so refreshing, like the water is warm. This time in the afternoon, we're going to boys to get out, and we're going to go have some dinner on the grass. It's so beautiful out here right now. Very windy, so I don't know if you can hear me though. Oh, love it. Okay.
Will I see you when I get there?
Happy boy, because we're going home. So we had a little bit of an intermission because Jacob went and got our dinner and forgot to order my dinner.
Excuse me. As he does.
Well, look, okay, maybe they just didn't hear him, but I guess we're never gonna know. So anyway, that is the end of our beach vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye! Okay, so Auntie is down for his nap, and he is back to having day naps in the nursery, which means I can finally tackle the things I wanted to tackle in my bathroom. So here's me just drinking my cold coffee. We'll go with tepid. It's like there's a little bit of heat in there somewhere still. So anyway, today we're tackling my bathroom cupboard. Now, let me show you. So when we first moved in, I was obviously heavily pregnant. So my little sister Matilda took the bathroom box and I said to her, everything is in its own little basket of like night skincare, day skincare, hair stuff, travel size things and band-aids, some more like, you know, toothpaste and after sun spray. Everything was kind of like in its own little thing. So I had like makeup palettes, my little things that I was using almost every day, and then like brushes and sponges. But as you can see, I never got to actually sit here and go through it myself. So things have just kind of been shoved on top, on top, on top. It's doing my head in. I can't find things when I need it. I don't even know what's down here. Yeah, my travel case. I don't even know what's back there. It looks like some bottles. I keep my skincare up here that I use on a frequent rotation. I'm not going to go through what I'm using with you guys until I've actually organized it and I'm happy with what I've got out. I also have the Emco Beauty natural skincare collection that I finally got from Woolies. Now I was so, not hesitant, but I hadn't bought this yet because it was $50. So when you go into Woolies and you're doing your food shopping, $50 for something like this on top of your food shopping feels like a lot of the time. So that's why, I don't know, maybe other people agree, when you buy stuff like this online, like you're buying skincare, like you're online to buy it, so it doesn't feel as bad. Anyway, we went in, oh, it's a slide tray, cute. We went in on, I'm gonna say Boxing Day. No, nothing was open. One of the days after Boxing Day, and we just went to grab a few groceries, and they had these on a table where it was like, what did the sign say? It said, some things Santa left behind, or some extras from Santa or something, and they basically just had them like heavily reduced. So this is normally $49, I believe, and I paid $19 for it. So I was not going to leave there without it. So the sticker said better than half price, and it literally was. So I've recently got the Sephora skincare range that I'm using at the moment. So they look like this. The pack that I got had 4 products in it, and it was the skin clarifying trial pack. So I'm pretty sure it was on the section at Sephora where it said gifts under $75, and I thought, okay, cool, if it's like $60-75 to trial all those products, that's fine. But then when I like paid for all my stuff, I didn't spend half as much as I thought I did, and I was like, okay. So then I checked the receipt when I got home, and it had on there Sephora skincare minis 4, like as in number 4, and then FOR, and then 25. So I think it was like 4 for $25. So I was like, gosh, if I had have known, I would have bought a couple of them and given them as like gifts for Christmas. So anyway, I've been using that. I have just got my time of the month. So my skin normally at the moment would have some really big sore blemishes. And I don't know if it's because I'm a little bit more dehydrated at the moment, or maybe like my hormones are starting to level out, or maybe it's the skincare. I don't know, but my skin is, apart from like a couple of little like red spots here and there, which is fairly normal for me, or on the lower side of normal, I guess, my skin's not that bad. So all I've been doing is using the Sephora cleanser at night, and then I have the anti-imperfections clarifying serum, which I'm pretty sure is just salicylic acid. The packaging is quite cute. I think this is a 30 ml bottle, so this is probably one of the only full size that came in the pack, because the rest of them were all 15 mils, but I think with something like this they probably wouldn't make it smaller. So I just literally drip it all over my face. Rub it in. It's like, it's not oily, it's more like jelly. It's like cross between a gel and a serum, but it's quite liquidy coming out of the bottle. But then as soon as you start rubbing it in, it's actually really nice. So I've just been wearing this with my SPF over the top, which I don't put on straight away, I wait for it to dry. And then I always, this is what I've always done all of my life with my skincare, is anything excess left on your fingers, rub it on your elbows. So anyway, I'm gonna start going through all of this stuff. If you see anything that you want to know about, let me know, and I will do my best to give you whatever info that I can. I have so much crap in here because I literally just went on a tangent whilst I was at beauty school. You know, I wanted to try so many things. I'm not brand loyal, I'm not brand biased. You won't just find only one brand in my bathroom because I like different things from different brands better than others. What I do know is that with this mattifying moisturizer, it doubles as a primer as well. I don't know, maybe I'll try it as a primer and see how it feels just under like a basic everyday sort of makeup. But I also did buy their Beauty Amplifier Glow Perfecting Primer as well. So I've still got that to try too. Anyway, let's cut to sorting out my bathroom.
We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time. 'Cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over. Now you got that something in the way you smile. I see that spark lights in your dark blue eyes, so I can't let you go without telling you this now. I wanna see you again. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? Oh, we can make it for the world to see. 'Cause now I know you'll be a part of me. I wanna share my hopes and dreams with you, but will I ever see you again? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles.
Oh, we just need to do a little outfit check. How cute is this? Mama's little cup. And it's 2 zeros, and look at it. Why are you so adorable? Also, check this out. He's rocking a little pink bear band-aid today. Do you love it? You don't care what colour it is, do you? Oh, you do? You don't? You do or you don't? You want this one? Okay. Yeah, you just woke up. You just woke up from big sleeps. When you're becoming a parent and you have a baby, they always say to you to make sure that you tell people not to wear like heavy perfumes or moisturizers and all that sort of stuff. He pointed the finger. See, he's like, yeah, you listen. You know, for just with your newborn baby up to about 6 months. Now, no one takes that seriously. And if you do, I take my hat off to you, because me personally, with my skincare, I don't put it on until he's gone down for his like big proper sleep at night. Then I put it on before I'm going to bed, just because I don't want to like rub his face and then like I've got heavy skincare on that might affect his skin. So we've never had issues there. But the arm situation now, oh sorry, I moved it away from you. So totally wasn't her fault. But on Christmas Eve, my little sister Tilly had a fake tan on, and she'd put it on before they left, and then when she got to mine, she was going to wash it off. But like, no one even thought about it. Like, in the heat of the moment, no one even, like, it's not the first thing that was on your mind. So she was cuddling Arthur, and I could smell her tan. And as I went to look at her to say, is that a fresh tan? Like, have you washed it off yet? More so because I was going to say, don't sit on the couch with it on. I looked, and Arthur had moved his arm, and I went, oh my God. I was like, he's having a reaction to your tan. He literally had hives coming up on his arm. Now, it doesn't surprise us because I'm allergic to most fake tans, but just goes to show He's kicking my arm. Just goes to show how sensitive these little guys are. So we stripped him off and threw him in the shower straight away, and then it was fine. It didn't progress. The 4 little hives just went down on their own until maybe 2 days later. It looked like he had a little pimple on his arm. So I knew that it was there. I was like, yeah, that's okay. And then I don't know, maybe another 2 days later, you had a little sore, like it turned into an actual little graze. So I booked an appointment at the doctor's because I just wanted to be on the safe side, and I'm glad I did, because it was a chemical blister from the tan and it got infected from him just like rubbing his arm up and down on his sheets and stuff all the time. So it pays to be that kind of mum where if you're just not sure, booking. So 2 times now I've booked appointments at the doctor's because there was things I wasn't sure about, and both times something came of it. The first time he had oral thrush and had to have medicine, and then this time his arm had a little infection and he needed cream. So we've been using it for 2 days and already it looks completely different. It's almost back to skin colour. So he just gets super cute little kitty band-aids. Don't you? Is that you? But I think he was totally fine. Like it didn't even bother him. And when I say that, I mean as in like he wasn't doing anything that made us think it was hurting him. He just smiles at me when I vlog, and it's the cutest thing ever. And he's funny at mummy. Yeah, so it's not like he was doing things or he was moving that arm in a certain way that made us think something was wrong. I didn't like the look of it. It was maybe like the size of a 5-cent piece, and it looked like when you'd graze your elbow, but we're like, well, he's not crawling or anything, so he's not grazed himself. So yeah, I just put 2 and 2 together and thought, okay, it could be like one of the hives might have got infected or something, I don't know. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being a good boy? Are you just laying there smiling at mummy? Good morning. As you can see, I'm in a different set of clothes because it's actually been a few days since I sat here and started to film this. So you've probably already seen heaps of other things in my vlog that we did first. Again, I keep getting asked, how do you have time to do this sort of stuff? Well, if you haven't seen or been able to tell by now, it takes me a long time to get one task done because I've got to do it in between when Artie has his naps or when Jacob's home. So, and that's only on the weekends at this stage. So he's back at work today. Artie's gone down for his nap. So I've just had a shower. I had my coffee while I gave him his bottle this morning. So that was really nice. So I'm going to sit here and smash out the rest of my cupboard. Open it up while I'm sitting here. And then the other task I wanted to get done today was going through my pro case and cleaning all of my brushes, because that is well and truly overdue, but I also haven't really been using them. So my aim at the end of this is, which you would have already seen in some of the things, I've already organized my skincare container. I just haven't added all of the new stuff that I've recently bought over the last few months that's still in packets. I've sorted out like hair care and band-aids and all that sort of stuff. Consumables, ear pad, like the little ear cleaners, which I don't use for my ears, I use for makeup, Swispers and all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna get cracking with that, and then we'll go through my pro case, and then I might start cleaning my brushes. And again, this might still take me a few days, so who knows. I also picked up some new SPF yesterday from Mecca. I decided to give Naked Sundays a try. So this one here, I have seen quite a lot on Instagram about. I actually didn't follow them, which was like weird for me, because I normally follow lots of brands that I want to try so that when they circulate back up, I can try them. When they circulate, I can try them. So this was $57 and it came with an applicator brush. So it's basically just Naked Sundays, and it's just your standard like buffing, so something you would use for your foundation normally. And then this is their packaging, which is really nice. So Naked Sundays, and then it says Collagen Glow 100% mineral sunscreen, which I love. SPF 50 plus, which is a huge thing, especially for us in Australia. There's no point wearing 15, 20, 25, 30. Like you either wear 50 or you wear nothing. The sun is just so much here. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's plant-based collagen and antioxidants, vegan friendly, reef safe, so it's not going to affect the water if you go swimming, but it's also doubles as a priming lotion. So I really wanted to give it a try for that reason, because obviously I'm all about convenience these days. So it's UVA and UVB for broad spectrum protection, and it's a 50ml tube, which is pretty standard. So I guess I'm going to be not comparing it, because I love so many different brands for different reasons, but I guess these are probably two of the more upmarket SPFs that I have at the moment. My ultra favorite is the ultraviolet queen screen. It's lightweight, it's so nice. The only thing that does my head in, but to be protected against the sun on your face, you have to use 3 full pipettes of this. So that's like 3 full swigs of that, and it's, I don't know, it feels like it's quite a lot. So if you use this and you find the same thing, let me know. I do love it, and especially under my makeup as well, but I didn't rebuy it this time because you've got to buy it online, and this was like a in the meantime. So that's in my go-to tray. So Naked Sundays, vegan friendly, cruelty free, no synthetic fragrance, no parabens, no white cast, no oxybenzone. So the active ingredient in this is zinc oxide. So if you're one of those people like me that are very sensitive to sunscreens and all that sort of stuff, this might be, I did do a patch test of this yesterday, so I am okay to use it. It's also made in Australia, in New South Wales as well, which is awesome. So I'm going to give that a bang this morning, because all I've done is had a shower. I washed my face with my ASAP daily exfoliating wash. So it looks like it's slightly tinted, if you can see that. But when I put it on my hand yesterday, I was very impressed with how it sort of dried in. So I'm going to give it a swig with the brush, which I've never put SPF on with a brush before. So we'll see. On, so you can't really tell. It's actually dried in really, really nicely. Like even on my hand where I had it and where I tested it last night, there's no like, nothing made me think later like, oh yeah, crap, I've still got that stuff on my hand. So anyway, we might add that to the daily thing, give it a week or so, and I'll touch base on it in another video. Again, I bought this myself. It cost me $57, came with this cute little bag. I did need a new I always have a little go-to makeup bag ready to go that I sit under the cupboard. So if I've got like 10 minutes to quickly put a face on, that's got like my instant go-to product. So it'll have a primer, either a tinted moisturizer or a light foundation that I might be using at the time, a powder, a really light eye color, mascara, eyebrow stuff. Just the literal basics for when I don't have much time. So the one I'm using at the moment, which I'll show you when I go and sort those out, when I went to the hospital and got told you're having a baby tomorrow and I had to stay in hospital, I had all this sort of stuff ready to go sitting in its bags in my bathroom, but because I was still using it every day, I had a list so that if it happened the way that it did, Jacob could just go there, add 1, 2, 3 things, zip it up, put it in my hospital bag. We got to the hospital and I was like, how did you go? Did you get everything? And he goes, yeah, but don't be mad. I broke the zip on your makeup bag. It was like a $2 bag off Amazon, so I didn't even care. It wasn't one of my expensive ones. And even if it was, he got everything, so I wouldn't have cared anyway. It was just funny because he was like, oh no, but it's fine. So, okay, I'm gonna set my camera up and I'm gonna keep going and I'll touch base with you on the other side. Okay, had a bit of an intermission there again. Someone decided he was hungry, needed to be fed, and he woke up in such a good mood today. Had his first nap, woke up, was like a switch had flicked. He was not having a bar of it, and I randomly decided to check our Wonder Weeks app, and well, what do you know, leap 3 is a day away. So I would say he's probably started early because he was a shithead last night too. Anyway, so a little bit of an update. I have cleaned all of my daily makeup brushes. I've organized all my skincare into what I want to use at the moment. I don't know if you can tell, but I tried that sunscreen on. That was amazing. I absolutely loved how it dried into my skin. But I think I showed it whilst I was like cleaning stuff, but it's a little bit easier just to show it again. So I got the Sephora Care 10-hour natural glow and hydration foundation. Right, so I went into Sephora and I said to the girl, I use a lot of Sephora products from overseas. I haven't been in since they opened here and I needed some new fresh stuff. And I said, I don't like feeling like I'm wearing foundation, so I just use like a BB or a CC cream with SPF. And she was like, if you're going to use SPF on your skin anyway, you don't need to stress if it's in your products. She's like, obviously if it is, that's great, but this one I don't think it does have it. So anyway, I remembered that she gave me, I haven't even opened this yet, I remembered that she gave me a little tester. Anyway, I don't know what I did with it, but I used the tester. Hopefully the lighting's okay in here, but it doesn't really look like I'm wearing anything. I just look really glowy and really dewy. Like, I mean, to be fair, I did it. Then he cracked it, so I had to sit there and feed him, and I had the bottle against my cheek because I was trying to message Jacob back and do my Woolworths click and collect at the same time, which I then missed the window for, so I can't go and do that. So now I have to go to the grocery shop today. Probably gonna wait till Jacob gets home and not go by myself, because just the way that he was this morning, I don't want that to happen in public. So we'll see if I can, I don't know, we'll see if I can brave it. I'm pretty good, but still. Anyway, so love it, and it was quite cheap as well. So that's over the top of the sunscreen. I like it. Anyway, okay, so as you can see, everything down here is much more organized now. You've seen I washed a bunch of my brushes and stuff, so they are here. I've just, so I basically lay them all out to dry, like air dry, and then I spray them with isopropyl alcohol to disinfect, because obviously washing them with the brush and soap gets all the dirt and the grime out of them, but it doesn't sanitize them. So, and again, like these are all the ones that I rotate for myself, and then like these 3 beauty blenders are all brand new ones. Those 2 are my Jeffree Star Morphe ones, but I still love using those. I even washed my eyelash curler. So that's those. I'm gonna wash my pro brushes as well and go through my pro kit like I said, and then that will probably wrap up this segment. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's just a random bunch of here's how I like to organize my bathroom, and I'm glad that I finally got to do that now. So anyway, who knows what else you'll see in this video. That they are all done, because I have over 200 brushes between these ones and my personal ones that I washed before. Okay, so I've just gone through and reorganized my pro kit. So everything was actually pretty good, but I did find a few lost and found contenders from my personal kit. I mean, this here I kind of use sometimes depending on what sort of clients I've got and what sort of makeup look I'm going for, but Fix Plus is always and will be one of my top products. This one's even better because it's got the glow stuff in it. My original, this is probably one of the very first proper palettes that I ever bought, the Zoeva Rose Gold palette, like you can tell. So I just love using that on myself. And then my new favorite is the Too Faced Salted Caramel because it's tiny and compact, and I just dropped it and lost a chunk of one of my favorite shades, but that's okay, she'll live to see another day. And I wish you could smell, because it literally smells like salted caramel. So those two will go in my personal stuff. This is my powder puff, actually needs to get washed with my brushes, but I keep everything in like things. So consumables, so we've got brush cleaner, lashes, Swispers, so cotton pads, cotton tips, more lashes. This one is, yeah, so makeup cleanser for the face, or eye makeup remover, all my concealers, there's a little mirror in there, and then this is all like eye products, so like mascaras, eyebrow pencils, eyeliners, gel pot eyeliners and eyebrow stuff as well. And then I've got all of my lips, so lipsticks, lip glosses, lip liners, everything lip related is all in one. And then this one is all of my big palettes, so under there I've got the Jeffree Star pink palette. There is the Morphe 35C because that's lots of like neutrals, beiges and pinks. Then I've got the Too Faced, is it Too Faced or Born This Way? This is, the Lust is one of my favorite palettes in the whole world. And I wish that I could keep this in my personal, but I just don't. Yeah, Too Faced Natural Lust. So this basically is a winner every time I'm doing makeup, whether it's glam, basic, wedding, whatever. It's just, I don't know, it goes from like really smoky and beautiful. As you can see, the black is cooked. But yeah, it's just my favorite palette. It's the one that I know people will always pick colors from. I don't know, it's just my favorite. Then the Urban Decay Afterglow palette is my favorite highlighting palette as well. And as you can hear, old mate is ready for a nap. So again, it just has shades for everyone. Yeah, literally one of my favorites. Then I've got my eyebrow palettes and my color correcting palettes, so that all stays in one. So this is face stuff. So we've got, I have MAC contour and blush palettes and the full foundation palette. Then I've got the 3 most popular shades that you use for people who tan. The Morphe 2 skin tints, I've got 2 different colors of those for people that don't like to wear like foundation sort of look. That stuff is amazing. Some more Laura Mercier finishing powder. And then this stuff is all Napoleon stuff I bought when I was at school, so I don't use that a whole lot, but it's there just in case I need it. So I'm gonna pack that back up into here, and then all I need to do is clean my brushes, and then my bathroom job is done. Then this guy has been crazy today. Like legit, I shit you not. 1 minute super happy, next minute kicking and screaming. And I'm like, this is leap 3. It only goes for a week or so. But leap 4 goes from the end of Jan to the end of Feb for us. Anyway, all I can say is rest in peace to Jacob, because I'm having surgery. did it.
I did.
Was it hard?
No, it was actually like the easiest thing to ever do.
Do you think he's going to be excited as we are?
Probably not.
Jolly jumper. Cute.
Yay!
Happy hump day. I'm whispering again because we just got home from the shops and I've just put Arthur down for a nap, which he went down for. So, compared to yesterday, he was a dream today. Sorry, what? I've just opened the blinds in the kitchen. Look what I can see. Oh my gosh. Guys. My frangipani is flowered. Sorry, what? I can't even. I didn't even think that was a thing. I thought we missed the season. That colour looks insane. I'm gonna have to go out there later when I water them and have a closer look. That is incredible. We've had to move a few things because the bird's nest kept getting sunburnt. Oh my gosh, why are plants such hard work? So I'll have a closer look at that. It looks like a dark pink. I didn't even know that they made frangipanis in that colour. Is this some sort of like specialty frangipani? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I had to go to Carousel today, which is a Westfield. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow, so I just wanted to get her a little gift to give her on Saturday at her birthday dinner. I got her something like for herself, to buy herself something, because, you know, having a baby, all I did the whole months leading up to was kept buying baby stuff. So at my baby shower, I got quite a few gifts that were just for me, which were actually really nice. So I've done the same thing for her. I can't believe my frangipani's flowered. That's so cool. Anyway, so Target had like heaps of clearance things. I just went in to buy Artie some bathers in a bigger size because he's only got 3 zeros. So anyway, this is what I found. Obviously these are not bathers, but they were putting these out for $4. So I got them in a size 5 because I figured he'll be able to wear them for next Christmas. How cute. And then I got him this blanket, double-sided bunny rug, and it's 1 meter square. So it's like striped on one side and dinosaurs on the other, because he doesn't really have any nice like light cottony sort of ones that are thicker than a muslin wrap, but not like fleecy. So this is actually really nice. So I figured, like, because he's getting really snuggly with his muslin wraps in the pram now, so I figured as it starts to get a bit cooler, like, that'd be really nice. And then they had these really cute little frozen pajamas. They're like unisex ones. Follow your dreams. Oh my gosh, he's awake already. So I got them in a size 0 because that was the smallest size that they had, so he'll be wearing them probably towards the end of summer. And then I got him these cute little bathers, so they're shorts and a rushie in like a really nice light blue ribbed colour, for $8. And same thing, I got a 0 because I'm like, why would I go and buy him double zeros when he can wear these through winter if we do swimming still. And then this is a size 1. But it was $6, so I couldn't not buy it. And I figured by the time he gets to winter, even towards like through spring and stuff, like this is nice and light, so he'll still be able to wear it. It's so soft, I can't even deal. So that was our little haul today. And then I bought Jake some new Vans because he gets a new pair of Vans every year, but he didn't get any last year because he bought Kyrie's. And he wears like the pro skate ones, and they never have them in his size, but I walked in and they had them, so I figured, well, obviously it's meant to be, I'm gonna have to buy them, so that's a nice little surprise for him. That's it. I'm gonna start editing this vlog because it's gonna take me a little while. Oh, I picked up all of my office furniture today, so I'm gonna save that for the next week's vlog, but I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm gonna go deal with that little crazy psycho because he's in his bed and won't nap now that we're home, of course. Anyway, okay, bye. Look at it. I didn't even know that this colour frangipani existed. You're so pretty. Oh, are you happy here? Love that. Okay, I have almost finished editing this vlog, and it took me a lot longer than I expected, but that's because it's been a week and a half. Not literally. I mean, as in, it's been a week. I took yesterday and the day before to kind of just chill. I didn't really leave the house a whole lot. I managed to get out and go to the shop yesterday, but I've kind of just been plodding around home, trying to get things like sorted. I don't know, that's kind of like my thing when I'm just not feeling myself, is to like sort things that don't need to be sorted. But anyway, I love having like my filming and vlogging and stuff and editing to look forward to, because it gives me some time to myself in the afternoons, especially now like when Jake gets home. It's like I try and give him his time with Artie, not as in like a handball and he's yours. Like I'm still there, still have to do dinner and all the rest of the stuff, but I find it really hard to like reach out sometimes. I feel like because I'm always this happy, confident, bubbly person, people don't know how to like take it if I say, like if I'm just having a really sad, like quiet day because I'm just tired and I'm down, or like I'm not feeling well mentally, like people don't know how to deal with that. And I've lost a lot of friendships over the years from that side of things. Like when you're always at like 100, if you're anything less than that, like people don't take that seriously, sort of thing. I think the other thing is like being a mum and being at home all the time now as well, that gets kind of like, I think people just assume that like you have a baby, like you've always got someone with you, you're constantly busy. But I did say to a friend the other day, is it just me, or does being a parent, like becoming a new mum, feel like the loneliest you've ever felt in your life? And I feel rude for saying that, because I know that there's people out there that would long to be in my position, and I'm not complaining at all, but I feel like I've had so many days where all of a sudden I leave the house and I go, shit, I didn't leave the house for 4 days. And it's like your time is so consumed with this small little human that you're bringing up. Then like your husband gets home and he does, like he takes over, but you've still got to do dinner, and then there's washing, and then there's keeping the house, and it's like keeping the wheels on the cog turning, keeping the cog on the wheels turning so that things keep going. But like I love that, like I love showing people that I look after them and that I can care for them and stuff. So I've always just kind of been like that anyway. But I I guess like I finally reached out to my best friend today and was just like, you know what, I think I messaged my mum last night and just said, I'm just not feeling like okay at the moment. I was like nothing's wrong, I just don't feel okay. Like I'm struggling to communicate with Jacob. When I do communicate with him, it's like I'm picking a fight, but I'm not. I'm just trying to explain things, and I'm not doing it in like a nice, calm way. I don't know how to explain it, because I'm not like, I don't scream and shout and like a name call and stuff, but I just get really like snappy and really blunt and to the point. And sometimes it's like, he's not a workmate, he's my husband, so I need to be able to communicate him, but vice versa as well, because he also shuts down. And then like, you know, I feel like I've done something wrong because he's really quiet, and then I'm like, is everything okay? And then he's like, well, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, nothing's wrong with me. I thought something was wrong with you because you're upset and you're sad. And he's like, no, I'm upset because I feel like you're upset. But it's like, you don't have 5 minutes to just sit together, because it's like you're constantly in passing. And then you get into bed at night and it's like he goes straight to sleep because he's got work, and I lay there thinking about all the things I need to do, all the things I didn't get to do today because Arthur was really hard. Or, you know, do we need to buy a bassinet? Do we not need to buy a bassinet? So we've just bloody today bought a bassinet after weeks and weeks and weeks of trying to make it work. We used the porta cot. He didn't like the porta cot. So I just said today, we just need to buy a bassinet. He might only last in it for the next, 8 weeks or so, but that's fine until he goes into his nursery full time. We just need something, because I am struggling with the fact that I can't get him to go down for his second nap in the morning. And that is putting a massive toll on the rest of our day. So today I kind of was like, I'm just going to go with the flow. If he wakes up and he doesn't go straight back down, we'll just have an extra play. And then once he shows that he's tired again, we'll put him back down for a nap. So instead of him having like an 1.5 to 2 hour naps twice a day, he's having like 4 45-minute naps, which are more like cat naps. But I'm just making sure that he's still in his sleep sack, in his bed, so that it's still, he's had a sleep. Like in his head, he's been in bed for a sleep. So hopefully with this bassinet, I can establish his nursery naps a little bit better. and you know, that might make things a little bit easier. But I've never been one that wants to just stay home because I'm too stressed. If I go out, he's not going to get his proper nap and then all hell's going to break loose. Like, my current mental state is that I'm struggling in the fact that I have to go back to work in 8 weeks and he's going to be with other people all day. And like, as grateful as I am that I have people around me to do that, I just feel like if Jake and I can't get a grip and make things work and be on the same page, we can't expect anyone else to do it. I'm not like expecting to do it, but we need to confidently be like, cool, this is his routine, this is his schedule. We don't care what you do during the day, but please at least stick to his naps and his bottles, and then anything else is free reign. But it's like, if we just can't get him to the point where he naps properly, it's like, well, what else are we gonna do? So I just felt like really clustered and just like, I didn't know how to say it. And sometimes like I need to say it to someone else first and then be like, okay, how do I relay this without being I don't know, you just feel like sometimes if you say too much, you end up feeling like you're being a bitch. If you don't say anything, you get in trouble for not talking. So I've, you know, with all my therapist appointments at the beginning of the year whilst I was pregnant and stuff, like, I know how to communicate, and Jacob and I do communicate really, really well, but it's myself, like, I shut down and I just go really quiet and stay home. And it's like, because you're still posting on social media and because you're still filming and doing these things, like, to other people, for like the skerrick of the seconds they see on your social media for the day, they're like, oh yeah, look at her getting out and about doing this and doing that. And it's just like, they don't realize like you've been stuck at home for 4 days. Well, I'm not stuck. I chose to stay at home for a few days because I just needed to wake up, feed him, have his playtime, do a nap. And I just felt like I needed to be robotic for a few days to see if like a good few days of doing the same thing did work. And now I know that I'm just gonna have to go with the flow. And as long as he's getting some naps in, well, it's just gonna have to do for now, because he's sleeping really well at night. So can't have your cake and eat it too, I get that. But yeah, I just wanted to say, it is hard for someone like myself that constantly gets told I make this look easy, or that I'm always, you know, confident and bubbly and I'm always on 100%. Like, I'm not. I communicate too well sometimes, and sometimes, like, instead of cutting to the chase and saying, I'm not doing okay, I feel like shit this week, I feel like I'm failing at this, blah, 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 I just start a conversation about something else, and I kind of like find my way to like weave those things in there without saying so many words. So then it's like, okay, cool, I've said it out loud. It's all good, like, I don't need to talk about it now. And then you end up still stuck in the same rhythm, still not getting the outcome that you need because you haven't actually spoken about it. So that's what I've really tried to work on this year. And I guess, like, as a new parent, to any new parents to be out there, you have to lean on the people around you. And unfortunately, those people that are like your close people, that does change when you have a baby, because people that don't have kids yet, or people that like don't have the patience for it, or people that want to just like be able to go out and do things quickly and not have, I feel like your logistics as a new parent slows things down, and that affects some of your relationships and some of the things that you used to do. So it does get upsetting and frustrating, but it's just like, if you want it to work, you'll do things at your own pace, and anyone else that wants to fit in and slot in with that will do so. Anyone that doesn't, well, it doesn't matter. You're doing what makes you happy, and that's what's got to work for you. So you just have to, I don't know, like, I promised myself I wouldn't start, you know, this year freaking out about the fact that I didn't message 50 people on New Year's like I normally did, or for Christmas. But I also didn't hear from those people myself. So it was like, okay, cool, you know where you stand, don't worry about it. Go through the rest of the year and do the same thing. Yeah, like, I just signed up for swimming today because I was like, we need to have something set each week. I think it's hard because I don't know with going back to work what the plan is yet. So I need to get that initiated so that I know what days I've got to work with. You know, and then I can set like a proper routine, and that's going to make things easier, so that, you know, if I'm off sick, or if I have to go into work for the day rather than working from home, whoever I get to come and cover me at home to look after Arthur for that day can just slot straight in and be like, cool, we've got swimming at this time, we're doing this, we're doing that. So it's like, I want to have a couple of things a week out of the house, because I think that's the only thing that stresses me out about working from home as well, is going to work probably would have been like my release, but at the same time, I don't want to be at work every day, and I don't want him to be in daycare and spending, you know, 4 days out of a 7-day week with everyone else. Like, we're his parents, and it's important to me that growing up, like, we're there for him, and I don't want to be the workaholic that I used to be. So anyway, that's just what's going through my head mentally at the moment. I'm fine, like I'm in a good place. I need to learn to communicate more on a daily basis rather than waiting until the end of the week and then like exploding in my own head and then being like, okay, cool, this is so hard. Because it's like, if the foundations aren't okay and settled, like nothing else is. So it's okay to talk, and it's okay to say that you're struggling and that it's a little bit harder than you thought it was going to be, because everything is. Like, that's the thing. Nothing can prepare you for what kind of baby you're going to have and what sort of struggles you're going to have. Like, it's where it really upsets and irks me when people tell me how lucky I am, or that, you know, I've got it handled and all that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, I probably do, but I don't feel like it some days. And I feel like I need to feel okay to say that if I don't feel like I have it handled, and not be judged for it or have repercussions of people being like, well, why didn't you ask for help? Well, it's not that I need help. I just need help mentally, being able to process, like, is what I'm doing right? Is there something else I should be doing? Can I try another way? Most important thing is talking, and if this is how I have to do it, then this is how I have to do it. But it's not a plea for help. It's not a pity party. Important to me to have this because I love doing it so much. Yes, it's taking me a lot longer now being able to film and edit at the same time because I do have a baby to attend to, and every time I sit down, of course, in true strides, he wakes up. So luckily I have Jacob to come home at night, and when he's spending his time with Arthur, that's when I get to sit down and do my own things. So, you know, it might be sporadic and like in little bits and bobs, but more time, or some time to yourself is better than no time to yourself. So when he gets home from the gym today, Arthur will be awake from his nap, so they can have time together. They can do bath time. I'm gonna go have a shower and wash my hair and just take some time to just cleanse my soul. Anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, because my only goal this year was that if I'm going to spend my time doing this, notice I said spend and not waste, because this is not a waste of my time. But if I'm going to spend my time doing this, it's important to me that I know that you're watching. You can disable your notifications so you won't get notifications, but just by clicking the little subscribe thing really helps me. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you next week.